Here in Iowa, it is the final 72 hours of the campaign before the Iowa caucus, and as you can see, the weather is really an issue here. This is some of the heaviest snow and certainly some of the coldest temperatures that have happened in Iowa around a caucus in many years. And so the question now is, how much is this going to impact turnout? Former President Donald Trump retains a commanding lead in polling ahead of the Iowa caucuses. So really the campaign here in the state for the candidates that are vying for that second place spot, which right now is Florida Governor Ron DeSantis and former UN Ambassador Nikki Haley, the campaign events are geared to reach those people that they need to turn out to support them in the caucus meetings that will happen January 15th, Monday night. How much turnout is going to impact the ultimate vote result is still an open question here. And so those candidates that are trying to make a dent into that polling lead that former President Donald Trump has need to make sure that their supporters turn out to support them on the January 15th Iowa caucus. Reporting from Ankeny, Iowa, Kane Fairbaugh, VOA News.
Reason is what that is. All right, back over to our main board. Let's go into what is going on. We're going to look first at the weather, and you're going to see this massive amount of slop coming across the United States. This is the one I think is going to be the snowdropper. This you may get some up here in this area this weekend, but this is a low that's pushing through. Look at this turbulence. If you were flying right now and you got to go across this, or you're anywhere in this side, buckle up, because it's going to be a very bumpy ride today. Danger boxes up the East Coast. We know Flashbang was just in South Carolina, but I don't really see anything there, or Dallas. He was there as well yesterday. We'll look at his schedule a little closer. This is the new slop coming in. And the interesting thing, these are danger boxes here, but notice you got another round of it coming. It's going to just roll right into the West Coast. You guys are just getting it back to back to back. And yeah, not good. I don't know what this is. It looks to be a box over Russia. Temporary RA activated. Radius. Yeah, I don't really know what that is. Other than you probably wouldn't want to fly anywhere near that to keep off that side and get shot down. So, all right. That is where we are. Europe looks the same as it always does. A lot of boxes. Let's move on from there and get over here to this side of it. This is NOAA. This becomes important because you will note that we see aircraft currently flying. All right. Notice it's off the East Coast, Eastern Seaboard, up the Northeast. You've got one down here in this side of things that's live, that's in 801 NA. But the interesting thing is, as we see these aircraft active and we get into the flight history part of it, you'll notice that these guys are being wiped. They're taking them off the board. You're not seeing the stuff that is out there, right? And so that one just flew out. Now, I will see that. We're going to go to the NOAA board right now, and you can see that arrival, right? There it is coming into Hawaii. So you got the NOAA guys coming out to Hawaii. Right, there is that. So we got confirmation on some of it. And then notice you got a big transition. That's the one that we just see go into Hawaii. Right, in and out of Los Angeles. You got that little spurt of stuff. I don't know what that is, but that's probably this this little, I don't know what you would call that, B-200 aircraft that we looked at. And then notice up the Eastern Seaboard. All right, again, NOAA, right, the science guys. All right, now we get back over here, and that's probably what we're looking at, that little blip there. Pretty close to Yuma. Okay, so that's going to be your NOAAs. Again, I'm just pointing out the fact that they seem to wipe their flights. Okay. All right. Now, notice this. This is the weather system we've got coming through. Gives you kind of a timeline across the United States. Just notice below normal temperatures right here, big dip. Okay, heavy-duty snow right here. Okay, and then notice this up the seaboard, Eastern Seaboard, heavy precip, all right? That's towards the end of this week. Now, why has that become important? Well, let's go over here to the weather mod, guys. And just notice the heavy snow part, right? You see that section? The weather mod guys look like they are getting it together. And then notice this flight right up the entire seaboard. Up and down, right? That's weather mod, right? These are cloud seeding guys. Okay, back over here to the mini. And what was it we just looked at? All right, weather mod guys here. All right, weather mod guys out here. So coincidence? Probably not. But I will tell you, this cloud seeding stuff, this is just like small stuff, right? This isn't the big satellite things. This isn't lasers going into clouds. This isn't the stuff like the, HARP and all the other stuff. This is the low-lying little, bottom feeder kind of things. Even though they will jack up some weather and they will create total chaos, you'll get super high winds and all the other stuff. You'll get snow that looks like styrofoam, right? Feels like salt, but looks like styrofoam, just weird pellet kind of stuff. You get all of that strange things going on. But the NOAA side, that's where it gets really, really wacky because, there was someone early on it was one of our presidents, and I can't remember who it was early on, that said, if you control the weather, you control the world. And they have been going gangbusters ever since. But nonetheless, let's get over here to this piece, because this actually ties into the weather. You go, well, how does this, my dude, turn into the weather side? Well, check this out. Farmers revolt, tractor protests bring Germany to a standstill over government's globalist agenda. And you can see the farmers are out in droves. It doesn't just stop there. You get a little further down, you can see them just locking up cities. But then you get down here to the Autobahn, and they do it there as well. You can see right here, all of this going on. I'll turn that down because that was loud in my ear, so I know it was loud on your TV. Look at this. This is Autobahn, right? Completely backed up. So the farmers, same thing here. Look at this. The farmers are actually just showing up with their tractors, parking them on interstates, slowing everything down, and bringing Germany to a standstill. Now, this says January 8th. I have seen this happen previously, but this is a data point for you, because we get over here and you go, oh, man, these farmers, the reason they're doing that is because they're getting squeezed, right, by the German chancellor, who is basically putting, heavy taxes on them and just a whole bunch of different things. But they are the guys that are feeling the brunt of it. Remember, this is where they get their food. They're messing with the wrong folks. But look at this. We talk weather. Lower Saxony battles severe flooding, extensive agricultural damage in Germany. Hey, look, there's one of your tractors flooded. And you go down a little further, record flooding, 6.5 inches of rainfall just in December. Yeah. Now, I will tell you, Germany they are very advanced when it comes to weather modification. I've done some research on countries that are involved in weather mod, and Germany is right up there with China. And, you get back over to this and you talk about China and you talk about the atmospheric rivers that have been coming across, one after another. Start talking about the agricultural floods in Germany, Denmark having tornadoes this past week, all kinds of crazy stuff. Yeah, coincidence? Probably not.